Section I'm going to be talking about the HR module. Okay, every organization need the HR module to manage the company information, especially the payroll. Okay, to be able to handle the payroll and manage the departments. Okay, so for us to be able to uh, access the HR module, just for us to come down a little, and then we can be able to see it here. Okay, so we just click on it. Okay, so look at where we are. Okay, so for us to be able to proceed in making use of it, there are a couple of things we need to do in order to set it up properly. Okay, so and now the first thing is department. Okay, so every organization have various departments, so we need to create those departments so that we can be able to uh, select it when we are onboarding new staff. Okay, so we can just enter the department. Let's say uh, account. Okay, so alright, accounts. Okay, so we can add the ID if you have. If not, we can just save. Okay, uh, we can do like the MD. Okay, uh, okay. Uh, you can do sales. Okay, yeah. Um, so you just need to take time to list all the departments that you have in your company. Okay, the next one is designation. Okay, so a designation, uh, we can just do accountant. Okay, so for those in account department. Okay, so uh, let's say head of sales. Okay, uh, we can equally say sales rep. Okay, and we can do HR. Okay, so just list all the designations that you use in your company. Okay, so that is the way to go. Okay, so the next one is leave. Leave. We will also need to enter the leave type, because every organization you may have a couple of different leave that your staff will be able to apply to. Okay, so we click on leave type. Okay, we can do like sick leave. Okay, so we can do uh, the maximum number that the person can request. We can do like twice. Okay, for you can say for a month or for a year. Okay, so can do for a year. Okay, so we just save. Okay, so we can also do education. uh, okay, so we can also schedule once. Okay, uh, Okay, so as okay, so uh, okay, so let me fresh. Okay, we can do. Okay, we sell. Okay, so you list all the leave that you have in your company. I know that some people also have annual leave. Okay, so you can do that. Okay. Uh, um, okay, so let me paste it again. So we do it as once in a year. Okay, so uh, that is how you know put all the leave type. Okay, so the next one is holiday. Okay, your holiday. You track it. You'll be able get the calendars and then uh get the holiday. Let's say Xmas. You put it depending on uh when that your company might be observing it. Okay, some company close maybe 18th, okay, or 19th or 20th. So let's just say maybe the 15th. Okay, so maybe to uh, let's say 31st, or maybe uh, 31st. Okay, so um or you can choose the locations. Okay, so maybe the current location. Okay, so if you are on the business plan, you may be able to create more locations for your business. Okay, so we click on sell. Okay, so you have to list all the holidays. Okay, so that you can be able to track it. Okay, like all these Salah holidays and all the rest of them. If you know the exact date, okay, or within the time that it will occur, you should be able to track all of them. All the public holidays that we have, you input it there so that you can be able to keep track of all of them. So the next one is sales target. Okay, so if you have a particular target for all your the staff. Okay, so you can be able to set those targets here. Okay, so that you make use of them. Okay, so you just to click on set a target. Okay, you say total sale amount from, okay, from two. Okay, so you put add the commission. Okay, so let's say you are into maybe real estate, and every staff have the opportunity to bring a client and then sell a house. Okay, or a plot of land. Okay, so you can set the range. Let's say if somebody sells up to between 20 million to 50 million, the commission will be so percentage of commission. Okay, so you can be able to do that. or maybe you already know that per house is let's say 40 million. Okay, so you can say if we can sell from 20 to 40 million, the person will be receiving so percentage commission. So you just set it up here so that you can be able to track it. Okay, so these are the things that you need to set up before you can continue what you want to do. So now that we have set up the few things that need to be set up, we need to now look at the users. Okay, the users, why uh, we are creating the users or onboarding the staff, we need to also take into account the details of the HR in their onboarding forms. Okay, so let's take for instance, we go back to the user. Okay, we can edit anyone here. Okay, so when you are entering their information, always remember to put some details. Okay, like department, you can now be able to select account designation accountant. Okay, so and also don't forget to put the basic salary. Okay, you have to put their basic salary as you are onboarding any user. Okay, and then another thing you need to do is you have to make sure that you select their role here. Okay, you have to select their role so that they can be able to access only the things that they need to access, okay, on the system. So you can see the role of Glory. Zaka is, admin. Okay, so it will not be so for other user. Okay, other users it might not be so. If we go back to Solomon, okay, you can come down and see that his role is sales. Okay, and it is on this location and not all locations. Okay, so another thing we need to take into account is while you are filling the forms for your staff, always remember to create their password and so that you can be able to give it to them. Okay, so it is very important to create the email address and then create their password so that you can be able to hand it over to them. And that will allow them to log into the system. So each user you are creating, you must make sure you do that. Okay, so while creating them, when you come down to this part, you have to select the departments and where they belong to. Okay, so these are just the things you need to take into account. Okay, so now let's go back to HR and then try to play around. Now the users can be able to see the leave and be able to apply, but the HR can be able to apply the leave for on behalf of the users. Okay, if they can't. Okay, let's say it's not all the staff that is going to be onboarding. Okay, so the HR can be able to apply for the leave on behalf of the user. Okay, it's just for her to go to leave and come to add. Okay, then when you click on add, you can be able to apply add the details of the leave. First of all, you select the employee that you're applying the leave for. Okay, but if they are one, you can add more of them so that you do it once. Okay, so leave type, you can select if it is leave, annual or education leave. Okay, so from there you can select the start date that the leave will start, and then the end date. Okay, so you will put the reason for the leave. Okay, and then you save, so you can be able to apply the leave for on behalf of the staff. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Okay, so the leave will be waiting for approval. Okay, so we you can be able to manage it here. Okay, so we can just do go under activities to see what is going on with the leave. Okay, so uh, the person in charge will be able to manage the leave and then be able to approve or disapprove. You can see here it is pending. So when you click on the pending here, you can be able to switch to approve or cancel. Okay, so that is how it is. So after entering the leave, you can click on pending and then switch it to approve. So when some other people from on their own dashboard submit the leave, you will equally just go there and be able to approve it. Okay, so that is for the leave. Okay, so and also for attendance, the we can be able to you know uh, arrange shift if our business is the type that the workers runs shift. We can be able to handle it here, so we can add shift, put the shift name. Okay, and then do whether it is a fixed or flexible one. If it is fixed, we can do the start time and then the end time, and then we can be able to put the holiday, let's say Sunday and let's say Saturday. Okay, are the holidays that are there so that it will be skipped. Okay, so we can save this so that the people can be able to, when we are marking the attendance, we will be able to remove the holiday. Okay, so once all that is done, we can be able to see attendance and also be able to register attendance for any employee that we want to clock in or clock out. Okay, it's just as simple as that. Now the most important one here is the payroll. Okay, so on this payroll, we can be able to generate a payroll for our employees. Okay, so when you come to this payroll, you can be able to click on add. Okay, so when you click on add, it opens here for you to select a location. Okay, you can select the current location, or you can generate a payroll for all your businesses across all locations. Okay, so we can do the current location. You can click on this to select all the staff just by clicking once. You see all your staff are all included. Then here you can select the month you are creating the payroll. Okay, so let's say it's the month of July. Okay, so or maybe the month of June. Okay, so we can proceed. Now if you look at what we have here, you can see that every staff have a different role. Okay, This is how it will appear for all the staff. The reason it will appear like this is, one, we have the basic salary. Okay, so uh, we have deductions here. Okay, and we have the gross. Okay, so here now we have the total amount here. So if you look at deduction here, if you put any deduction, let's say lateness, okay, and then you leave it as percentage or fix. Okay, let's leave it at fix, and then we say it is 2000. Okay, when you sell, you see that automatically the basic salary has reduced. Okay, so but what of if we come here this side, okay, that is earning, we add, let's say, uh, commission or sales commission, and we say it is 100,000. Okay, and we sell. You see the gross amount has increased. So it opened this way so that you can be able to adjust the earnings and adjust the deduction for all the staff, because every staff earning and deduction might not be the same. Okay, so you just need to adjust all of them the way you know that it is the right way to do that. Okay, so once you are done, you can decide to check here to send notification across all the staff, okay, by just clicking here, or you just click on save. Okay, once you click on save, okay, so there is, okay, sorry, I forgot to you know, uh select the status. It can be draft, it can be final. Okay, so let's say it is final. So if it is draft, that means you are coming back to work on it. But let's select final. So once we select final, we click on save. Okay, automatically it has been generated for each of the staff. Okay, so you can see it. So each of the staff have their pay slip, so that will show the deductions and the earnings. Okay, so each of them we have all these things. Okay, you can see each of them are going to have them across. Okay, you see this has lateness fee 2000, and then but have sell commission, okay, that is 100,000. Okay, so it will show you the pay slip for every staff. Okay, so if you come to this place, you can see all payroll group, so you can be able to see it here. Okay, so here you can be able to edit it, okay, all together. Okay, so you can just edit it all together, it will open, and then you can be able to edit it. Okay, so uh we can still go back to payroll. Okay, so here in this group payroll, you can be able to just apply the payment. Okay, so you can see it here. Okay, see, these are the payroll. Okay, so for the month, you can see it here. So here you can just select the means of payment. Okay, sorry, let's use cash. Okay, the means of payment, cash. Okay, so you select the means of payment. Okay, so once you are done, you click on pay. Okay, every one of them will receive their pay. Okay, you can see the status has changed to paid. Okay, so it is as simple as that. So if we look at this and view it, we can be able to see the payroll for the month of June. Okay, you can see status paid. Okay, so if there is anyone that is not paid, we'll be able to see it. You can actually make a print of this. Okay, so it is as simple as that. Okay, you can be able to handle your payroll easily. So the only thing you need to do is come to payroll and then go to add payroll, select the location, okay, and then select all the staff, then select the month. Okay, so when you click and enter, you can delete any staff you don't want to pay for the month. Okay, so you can choose the month you want to pay. Okay, and then you proceed. When you proceed, you make your necessary adjustments, and then you can now go ahead and make the payment. This is exactly what you as a HR will actually be doing. You manage leave, you manage the attendance, you manage onboarding, you manage the payroll. So all these things are the things the model will help you achieve. Thank you.